Have you ever wondered why some people remain calm under pressure while others crumble? What's their secret? Perhaps you've marveled at their grace under fire, their unflappable demeanor amidst chaos. This is no magic trick nor a result of sheer luck. It's a profound philosophy rooted in ancient wisdom, Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the heart of ancient Greece and Rome, is more than just a dusty concept from a forgotten era. It's a practical, actionable guide to maintaining serenity in the turbulent sea of life. It's a roadmap to resilience, a blueprint for braving adversity. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, to accept what we cannot, and to discern the difference between the two. It's about finding tranquility in turmoil, peace in pandemonium. The secret to their calmness is Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that can be broken down into 7 cardinal rules. Rule number 1, acknowledge that you don't control everything. The realm of our control is often much smaller than we'd like to admit, and this realization lies at the heart of Stoicism. We're not puppet masters pulling the strings of life. We can't control the weather, the traffic, the economy, or how other people behave. We can't predict or steer the future no matter how much we worry about it. But here's the thing, we do have control over our own actions, reactions, and attitudes. In Stoicism, this distinction is vital. It's about recognizing what's within your power and what's not. It's about understanding that you can't change the world around you, but you can change how you interact with it. So, let's stop fretting over the uncontrollable. Let's stop wasting energy on things we can't change. By accepting what we cannot control, we can focus on what we can, which is our reaction and attitude. Rule number 2, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment of things. This idea, deeply rooted in the philosophy of Stoicism, brings to light an important reality. Let's take a moment to delve into this concept. Imagine a sudden downpour on a day you plan to have a picnic. Is it the rain that upsets you, or your judgment that the rain has ruined your day? Stoicism urges us to understand that it's not the rain itself that's distressing, but rather our perception and judgment of the rain. We're often quick to react to situations based on our initial judgment, but what if we paused, reevaluated, and perhaps decided that the rain could make our day even more memorable? It's a shift in perspective, a change in judgment that can turn disappointment into an opportunity for a unique experience. When we change our judgment, we change our reaction. It's a powerful lesson in emotional resilience and a cornerstone of Stoicism. Rule number 3, death is a part of life. This principle may seem daunting, but it's a central tenet in the Stoic philosophy. Stoics perceive mortality not as a morbid concept, but as a natural and inevitable part of existence. They urge us to embrace the transient nature of life rather than deny or fear it. Imagine the power of this perspective. If we truly comprehend that our time here is fleeting, how might it change our behaviors, decisions, or attitudes? The answer is profoundly. It can inspire us to live more intentionally, value the present moment, and cherish our relationships. It's like a ticking clock reminding us not to waste a single second on petty disputes, vain pursuits, or unfulfilling distractions. Instead, it encourages us to focus on what truly matters. So let's take a leaf out of the Stoics' book. By accepting death as a part of life, we can live more fully and fearlessly. Rule number 4, the obstacle is the way. Life is not a smooth ride, it's a journey filled with hills, valleys, and sometimes seemingly impassable barriers. But here's where the Stoic perspective shifts the paradigm. In Stoicism, these barriers aren't hindrances, they are opportunities. You see, when we encounter a challenge, we are given a chance to grow stronger, to flex our resilience muscles, and to develop our problem-solving skills. This is the essence of the 4th cardinal rule. The obstacle is not a setback, it's a path to personal evolution. It's the way. This Stoic principle encourages us to change our perception, to look at obstacles not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on our journey towards wisdom and virtue. So remember, it's not about avoiding the obstacle. It's about embracing it, learning from it, and using it as a catalyst for growth. When we view obstacles as opportunities, we can turn adversity into advantage. The final 3 rules are: live according to nature, the present moment is all we have, and virtue is the highest good. Diving into the 5th rule, living according to nature, we find a profound simplicity. Stoicism encourages us to live in harmony with nature, not merely the external environment, but also our internal nature. It's about understanding our human capacities, limitations, and our place within the grander scheme. It's about accepting the world's natural order, instead of fighting against it. Living according to nature means embracing who we are and what we are in the universe. It's about aligning our actions, thoughts, and desires with our true self and the world around us. Moving on to the sixth rule, we find a powerful reminder. The present moment is all we have. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to get lost in the past or future, but Stoicism nudges us back to the present. It tells us that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today this moment is a gift. That's why it's called the present. By focusing on the now, we can fully live, fully feel, fully experience. We can take action, make changes, and savor life. In the grand timeline of the universe, all we have is this fleeting moment. So let's make the most of it. Last but not least, the seventh rule tells us that virtue is the highest good. In an age where material possessions and superficial success often take center stage, Stoicism brings us back to what truly matters, our moral and ethical values. Virtue isn't about being perfect, but about striving to be better, to do better. It's about honesty, courage, wisdom, and justice. It's about treating others with kindness and standing up for what's right. Virtue is the true currency of life, the only thing we take with us when we leave. These rules remind us to live authentically, stay present, and prioritize moral and ethical values. Now that we know the 7 cardinal rules of Stoicism, let's ponder over their significance. The first rule reminds us that not everything is under our control. Accepting this truth can liberate us from the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable. It encourages resilience, allowing us to focus our energy on what we can change and cultivating acceptance for what we can't. The second rule, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment of things, empowers us to take control of our emotional reactions. By changing our perspective, we can transform our emotional experiences. This rule promotes emotional stability by encouraging us to respond, not react to life's challenges. The third rule, death is a part of life, is a stark reminder of our mortality. It encourages us to live fully and authentically, knowing that our time is limited. This rule is a call to action, urging us to make the most of the present moment. The obstacle is the way, the fourth rule, teaches us that challenges aren't to be avoided but embraced. Obstacles can be opportunities for growth and learning. This rule fosters resilience and encourages us to persevere, even when the going gets tough. The remaining 3 rules, live according to nature, the present moment is all we have, and virtue is the highest good, form the core of Stoic philosophy. They remind us to live authentically, appreciate the present, and prioritize virtue above all else. These rules guide us towards a fulfilling life grounded in reality, the present moment, and moral integrity. These 7 cardinal rules of Stoicism aren't just theoretical constructs. They're practical guidelines that can help us navigate life's ups and downs with grace and fortitude. By incorporating these principles into our daily lives, we can build resilience, enhance emotional stability, and improve our overall well-being. These rules aren't just ancient philosophy. They are practical guidelines for a calm, resilient, and fulfilling life.